The epic sale begins. I'm just going to get right into the watches. Yeah, I priced them. I looked into it, so I priced them the best I could. The prices do not include shipping or the handling fee. I mean, these are all going to be offered up in the Random Rob Buyers Discord only, so should be a little easier to communicate how this is going to work. I'll make a separate video explaining when this post. You can watch that. There's no rush. We're going to have like 24 to 48 hours. I'll have to figure that out for you to like the item, which is the watch, and then that'll enter you into the drawing to potentially win that drawing to be able to buy the watch. So let's get into it. I put them in these cases. It's just easier to handle. This is the Mito Ocean Star decompression diver. So there's a few different colorways for this one. This is this one, the one that we're offering. It does not have the factory strap. I think the factory strap was just like a blue, I don't know what kind of material it was, but this is a good pairing, this blue canvas one. But very cool, fun colorway for sure. And all of these watches, unless I know otherwise, like this one I mentioned, there's no factory strap. They're in like really good condition, as you can see. This one, and I did time graph all the automatics. This is running at plus minus 0 seconds. Great shape. This one will be 525. 525. Next up is a Zelos hammerhead. If the crystals look like they're distorted, that's because I'll show you there's protective coating. Like this has never been messed with. You can see it's full bracelet, full kit, all of that stuff. This is the stainless steel hammerhead version 3 running at plus 17 seconds. I'm trying to leave them as I find them out of the case. Some of them I've had to swap out the straps and everything. So that hammerhead's running plus 17 seconds. It's 325. I got to speed it up a little bit. There's 40 watches in this batch. So this is the Axios Ironclad. It will have the bracelet. So the bracelet's brand new, still wrapped. I'm not going to show it. This one also comes on this factory Axios Tropic strap. Again, in great condition. There's probably some smudges and stuff just from me handling it. But other than that, they're in great shape. Plus 13 seconds. This has the SW200 in it. So this is a Swiss movement. The bezel action is awesome on it. Very solid. Not spongy like a Seiko or anything like that. It's more crisp like a Swiss diver. And just a very good looking watch for sure. We'll do this one for $325. Next up is a Dan Henry 1970s diver running at plus 8 seconds. This one will be $150. Just to keep in mind, this is all USA shipping. It is all PayPal, so hopefully you have your PayPal set up. It will be friends and family, and all these watches are sold as is. At these price points and the way we're facilitating these sales and the overall condition of these watches, which I've shown, these are as is prices, so there's no implied warranty or anything like that. These are used or pre-owned watches that are near mint. So this is a bronze Magretti Moana Pacific second edition running at plus 2 seconds, still in great shape. And it comes with, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's these two. It comes with all 3 of these straps in its full kit. No, that's Ocean Crawler. Did it come with extra straps? No, these are Ocean Crawler. It does not come with these. I didn't make note of it, so it must just come on the strap. But very cool watch. 12-hour bezel, but it only goes one direction. So why they didn't put a dive bezel on there, I don't know. I tried to grab a couple things to show. So next up is a Tissot Sea Star blue colorway. The Magretti is running plus 2. I don't know if I mentioned that. This one's running at plus minus 0 seconds. Hang tag still on there. Again, most of these watches, I don't know that they've ever been worn. Or if they have been worn, because this is a one owner batch, they were worn for maybe a half hour or something, because they're all in perfect condition. This is a little bit bigger watch too, just for reference. We'll do this one for $450. Incredible deal on all of these watches. There's the hang tag if you want it. This one here is a Casio MTD 120-1. The battery's dead. It has a snap style case back, so I didn't want to pop it off to change the battery. And this bezel does not turn. It's a decorative, it's a good looking dive style watch, but the battery's dead. I think you can pop that case back off, change the battery, put it back in, you're good to go. Fun watch. It's only $10. So $10. Once the battery's in there, it has a 3-year battery life. These two, I have 2 of them. These are the Timex Ironman Flicks, and they are, I think, sold out everywhere. They're Huckberry. They were Huckberry Ironmans. So it comes in these boxes here. So very cool, fun Timex Ironman. Those are $75 each. Next up, I almost dropped that because that hang tag is that guy. It is the Orient. I think it's called the Baby Triton, and you can see the colorway on the case. Hopefully it comes through on camera a little bit. It's kind of like a light, almost a light bronzy color. I don't know what you call that color, but it pairs really nicely with this strap and the green and orange motif on this thing. Offset crown, of course. This thing's running at +2 seconds. We'll do this one for $250. Not the best bezel sounding action there, but it is a very good value offering from Orient. We have another Orient here, if I can get it out of the case. This is the Revival World, and I don't have the hang tag here with it, but it's the RAAA. Actually, I don't even know if that number is correct. There's a few different colorways of it, but this one's probably the most vivid. I like this one. You have 2 crown, day date, and then you have that inner rotating 24-hour going there as well. Is that a scratch or is that a... Yeah. I know some people are on video, like, you might think you see a scratch. If I actually have a scratch on the watch, I will try to identify it, but oftentimes it's just a piece of lint or dust or something like that. Not to say that there's not going to be some scratches. There's probably going to be some scratches on some of these watches, but overall they're in excellent condition. This thing's running at +6 seconds, and this one will be $350. Next up, Hamilton Khaki Field Automatic 42 millimeter, but it's super thin, so it wears good on wrist. I popped it on my wrist just to kind of see how it would feel and look, because I feel like it presents large just because of the dial size, but the 42 millimeter in this thin of a case just really flattens out on the wrist and wears really good. So on a 7¼ inch wrist like mine, 42 millimeter, probably the right choice. This thing's running at +4 seconds. It'll be $385. This one here, you're not going to see these pop up very often. This is the Glycine GL0162. It has an acrylic crystal on it, so you do have to be careful with that, but you can always polish it out, and it is slim. It is actually called the Airman Slim. It is the Airman #1. It's a limited edition. It's slim. I think they made like 1,000 of them. It's running at ±0 seconds. It has a 24-hour track, but I'm fairly certain that the main hour runs on a 12-hour, and then that one runs on a 24. So, and then you have to loosen this crown to spin the bezel. Very cool. If you've never owned a Glycine Airman, they wear incredibly good on wrist. So next up is a Wise Hitman green variant running at +8 seconds on this leather strap. Wise offers some very good value-driven watches. Bezel action is nice. Legibility is good. Lume is going to be good on these. This one will do for $200 because they were even new. They were actually pretty dang affordable. So on the secondary market like this, they're going to be even more affordable. So 200 bucks on that guy. Next up, Marathon 36 millimeter automatic, or I don't know if it is automatic. It says 17 joules. Maybe it's a mechanical. There's so many watches I can't possibly know every single thing about every single watch. You guys tell me, is this a mechanical manual wind only? It might be. 30 meter water resist. Let me see. I do not hear a rotor, and it's so thin and everything. It might be a mechanical wind only. But check out the case on this thing. It's pretty wild. Crystal applied right to case. It's a 36 millimeter. It does have tritium tubes. Very cool watch. It's running at +1 second. It's $375 on that one. As I waste time putting it back on the pillow, trying to discover if it's mechanical or automatic. I think because of the 17 joule, I think it's a mechanical. Let me know. Odds are you guys know just as much or more about these watches than I do. You might find that hard to believe, but it's true. I get to see too many. So this is the Certina DS in podium gray, running at -1 second. There's a hang tag. This is a killer watch for sure. It will wear really good on smaller wrist. It has a shorter lug to lug, nice angular case shape, and an anthracite dial. $300 on that one. This one, oddly enough, I'm going to mention this on some watches. This one I'm really drawn to. The Magretti Bronze I was actually really drawn to as well. But this guy here, I don't know why. I'm not typically a fan of this brand, but this is called the Great Wall. There's a current one out that has like an orange dial, but I like the mix of this colorway on this one. It has like a brick wall type dial, this blue-gray colorway with the maximum big markers there. And the way this thing wears on wrist is really good. It has a pretty crazy bracelet. It comes with 2 tools because you need both tools, one from each direction. It does come full kit with all of that. Great lume on this, excellent bezel action, and it is running at +9 seconds. It actually has an ETA 2824 in it. It says it right on the case back. Yeah, so pretty awesome watch indeed. This one will be, and the price, 350 bucks. That's crazy. I really think it should be more than that personally, but it is what it is. Next up, a Borealis Random Rod limited edition. This is the Sea Storm, I think they called it, the Mark II. This is one I worked with Carlos at Borealis. This was a fun project. Experimenting. Sales didn't go that great on it, but they did get sold. There was only 50 of them made. It was just kind of pushing the boundaries of what could be done with mixing colors, like even on the strap and everything. That's cool that they were able to do that. It's running at +7 seconds. We'll do 175 on that. Next up, for those that are looking for a French watch, here's the Yamaha Superman GMT bronze in blue on a nice leather strap. What watch was this one? Oh, I meant to show, this is, I'm pretty sure this is the box that glycine comes in. Yeah, check it out. Glycine watches. It comes in this little wood box. I thought that was cool. I wanted to show that. That was one thing I wanted to show. Back to the Yamaha. Does have this strap and an extra strap. It's running at +11 seconds. This one will be $750. Next up, last one in this case, and then we're going to switch cases. This is the, I call it a spite watch. This is the Synchron Poseidon in an army colorway. Awesome bezel action. Sapphire bezel insert, has nice lume. Comes on a ISO frame, smells like vanilla, rubber strap. Very much like a Doxa kind of look to it. This guy here is running at +4 seconds, and it'll be $700. Okay, that's that case. For the sake of not editing, I'm going to move this case out of the way and grab the second case. I don't know if I have enough, but for those that don't, like for the first time buyers, I'm going to try to include these Random Rob stickers. If you don't want one, just tell me you don't want one. Ooh, hinges squeaky. Okay, next up is a Vostok. Actually says Amphibia, but it's a Vostok Amphibia Reef GMT. Pretty fun looking watch. Let's see, I did wind it and it is running at plus 35 seconds. So maybe some opportunity there for you to like turn it back a little bit. We'll do that one for $100. And then we have a Sea Stern. I think this is the S407. Comes on this strap, which is an aftermarket one, but it does have the bracelet. The bracelet's brand new. This one's running at plus 7 seconds. We'll do this one for $100. I'll try to fly through some of these. This was a Islander, and it's got a weird part number, but essentially this was a help build your own. So you could spec out what you wanted, and that's what this was. This owner spec'd out this case, this bracelet, you know, dial, hands, bezel insert, bezel, all of that stuff. These were like $300 from Islander when they were offering it. This one is in great shape. It is running at plus 9 seconds, and I will do this one for $160. We have another Islander here. Now, I could not find the bracelet for this thing, but it is a beautiful one in a nice case. Very like Panerai-esque. And this is the ISL 79. It's running at plus 16 seconds. And I'm going to discount it to $135 on this Barton because I could not find the bracelet. It actually has, it's a sandwich dial too. That's a sweet deal on that one for sure. There's a lot of sweet deals here. So I got to stop saying that. This is a Luminox Chunky Boy. Again, kind of a Panerai-esque case. It is a chronograph, probably a Valjoux. Has a tachometer, I can't get it to rotate. It doesn't rotate, but it is a chronograph. It has tritium tubes, day date, all of that stuff. Oversized crown. This leather strap comes with an extra strap, which I think the other strap's brand new. This is the GGL, I think L9461. It's running at plus 1 seconds, and we'll do this one for $500. It's a tank. Here's that ocean crawler that these extra straps come with. And it's on this one. The reason I didn't change out the straps, this is a titanium watch, but it's because they're screw pins, which are marred up a little bit. So it is what it is. That's pretty common. You should be able to get them apart though. Titanium case, super lightweight, excellent bezel action. You have your main oversized crown. You have your inner rotating chapter ring, and I went past. It's going to drive me nuts. And then this is the helium escape valve. This guy here, ocean crawler, running at plus 12 seconds. We'll do this one for $750. Next up, we have a Zodiac. This is the ZO9270. Retail price was $1,095. Beautiful white colorway on this with some orange trim. Super Seawolf running at plus 10 seconds. We'll do this one for $650. I thought this one was pretty cool. This is a Movado. You don't see a whole lot of Movados. Typically, they're very like dressy, like fashion type watch. This one seems more like a regular watch. It is a date, has a nice frame date window, kind of has shark tooth style markers. Very clean, legible, very good size, very thin. Still has the blue little protective thing on the crown. This is a pretty nice leather strap. I don't think this is the OEM strap. If I remember right, I don't think it is. You can see it still has the plastic. A lot of these have the plastic on the back still. Nice display case back, showing off the movement. This guy's running at plus 8 seconds. Oh, it does have the new black strap with it. This is called the Calendar. You can see it there. Calendomatic. I want to say calendar, but Calendomatic. And we'll do that one for $350, and I'll put it on the thing afterwards. Next up, big chunk of an automatic Invicta. So you can see it has like an anthracite dial with a green and black bezel. Actually, decent bezel action, a little spongy. And it has this little holder thing here, but it doesn't do like what a Panerai does. It doesn't push down on the crown. It just kind of protects it so you don't bump it open. Automatic Seiko movement. Big chunk of a watch. And this one is called the 34313, running at plus 10 seconds, and this one will be $75. Another Invicta. There's 45 Invictas total. Go look at the master list, but this has a cover and then another cover over the top. You can see it's wrinkled. But this is kind of the bluesy look one. This is the 8928 OB bluesy, running at plus 8 seconds. We'll do this one for $45. I gotta stop taking them off the pillows. It takes too long. Here is a Seiko SRPG 415 Sports in a dark case with a very clean looking dial. Date. There's the hang tag. Running at plus 8 seconds. We'll do this one for $150. Now I know this. Here's another one. I really like this. This was a fan base created watch. This is a kind of a Pogue colorway of the 5KX. They are limited. I think it was limited or special. I think it's limited. Yeah, they made 2021 of them for the year they did them. This is number 150. It's running at plus 12 seconds. We'll do this one for $450. These are kind of hard to find, and some of the pricing you got to keep in mind. So like if you go look at the pricing on this stuff, like eBay or wherever you're gonna go look, I do take into account that some of these were available in foreign countries, so you're gonna pay like tax and a duty fee and all that stuff. So like these are in the United States. There's no tax, there's no tariff, all that stuff. So yeah, my price might be close to like an eBay price, but you got to take into account where it's coming from. And, you know, what kind of, the pre-owned, yes, technically these are pre-owned, but these are the cleanest pre-owned watches you've ever seen. So this is a limited edition Seiko Turtle SRPJ 52, running at plus 9 seconds. It's from Indonesia. A very fun colorway. Running at, did I already say that, plus 9 seconds? We'll do this one for $750. Again, you can get these, but you can't get it in the US in this condition. If you can, then, you know, good on you. This one here is a Seiko Sumo. Don't have the hang tag, but it is the SBDC 097, and it's running at plus 2 seconds. Kind of a anthracite or silvery anthracite light. Anthracite, is that a thing? And we'll do this one for $600. I almost said the wrong number. Next up, the OG. The Seiko Monster SKX. It stopped running, but I had it running. SKX 779, running at minus 4 seconds. I probably didn't have a full wind on it, so it might actually do a little bit better, because when I did it, you know, it's hard to shuffle wind it at full wind. I will do this one for $300. So incredible deal on that. There's quite a few monsters in this, not this sale, but in the sale total. This one being one of the more rare ones. This is the SRP 455, running at plus 4 seconds. We'll do this one for $750. And again, yes, you might be able to find one of these for cheaper, but you're not going to find one for $750 in this condition. So keep that in mind when you're buying some of these. SKX 013, running at plus 8 seconds. It has this Barton strap and the OEM strap. It does have that in the box. We'll do this one for $220. This is the smaller SKX. This one also pretty dang cool. It's a 7S movement, because I had to like do the, you couldn't wind it. But nice colorway, fun bezel action. You know, has the 60 going all the way around. And then it has an inner rotating chapter ring for compass. Just a fun watch. Nice strap. This is the SKZ 2115 Sports, running at plus 12 seconds, $400. We're getting towards the end. This is a Seiko 5KX Street Fighter Edition. Comes in some cool packaging. You can see there some information. The SRP F23. Just a bold watch if you want such a thing. Plus 9 seconds, $400. And then lastly, we have the Bruce Lee, which is a fun kit. Comes with an extra strap and this leather strap, kind of darked out with a little bit of gold trim. The SRPK 39 run at +9 seconds as well. We'll do this one for $475. I'm done. That's 40 watches, the first drop. Good luck. I'll see you on the next vid.